Your favorite time of the week. It is time for the main viewer because it's Star Trek Tuesday, everybody. Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch. Those of you that know the name are like, whoa, bro, this is big time. That's right. Melissa, elbow drop, kind of. Those of you that don't know the name, we're going to tell you all about her, you dopes. That's what she calls people, dopes. Those of you that know her will say she does say dope. We'll talk about that. She's cast in Starfleet Academy in season one. This is really exciting. This is big news. She's a very big name. I would guess she probably has something like a million or two followers on social media. She's
Wow.
like, she's
That's crazy.
hardcore. Like,
More than
good
that.
grab. Really? Good grab by them. Um, and what else is in the news? Lower Decks. This is it. This is the week that we say goodbye to Lower Decks. That's crazy
Hold
Hmm.
and
on,
unfortunate.
5.5 million? What? That's just on
Wow.
Instagram.
Okay, see, I've never even opened Instagram really, unless it's to like see cat videos
Well, that's where she made her reveal
or
for the
sometimes like a baby
pageant.
goat video.
Oh, thanks, Terry Rose.
Thanks, Terry Rose. There's a cat video right there. Thanks, Terry Rose, for the
Yeah.
the super chat love sticker.
That's
We
so
appreciate you,
Aw.
Terry.
nice. Thank you.
We
Joel,
do accept tips.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Joel and Balusak says we had wrestling last week. This news will make it worse now.
Really, it really will. Just when we were talking about it before we hit record, I was like, wait, didn't we just cover wrestling
We
by
Uh-huh.
sure
accident?
did.
And now it has to be
And
on
now here
purpose.
we are.
As Gimli would say, that was deliberate. He did say that. Okay. And what else is in the news? The seventh rule has some big news you may have heard, but there's more news to be had there. Look, there's just a lot of Star Trek news, surprisingly, in the middle of December. So we're going to get all into it, luckily, with Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel.
Hello. I'm so excited.
You look like you have two heads. That's an impressive bun.
Oh, thank you. I'm like really sad because I have these fun Christmas earrings and they're not really showing up
Oh, what is it?
on the screen. They're like
Mhm.
bows. Aren't they so cute?
Aw,
Yeah, that's awesome.
Hmm.
that's
That's
very cool.
lovely. Yeah, and then the green screen eats them.
It
Mm-hmm.
Anne-Marie always has
does.
the best earrings. Sometimes she has her cool Uhura earrings. Now she got
Mhm.
Oh, I
Christmas
love
earrings.
those. Springtime
The
creation.
best.
Yeah.
All right, Melissa Longo's here, everybody.
Hi. I never have earrings.
No, you and Jenny and I all have the same kind of earrings right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Fun fact, they're all attached to each other.
Yeah, they are.
The
Our
three of
our
us, we're
own.
we're all tethered to each other.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
luck, you
Ooh,
guys know that I
cool.
have three
Yeah.
ears. I have the left
No,
ear,
no,
a
no,
right ear,
no.
and a final frontier.
Oh, that was really
Oh,
good.
Right.
That was a really good one.
you'd say I'm in fine form. You're in fine form, sir.
Thank you. Sweet. That's Jenny R. Johnson, everybody, doling out compliments, even though she doesn't mean them.
Heyo! I do too. Thank you
And my
very
name
much.
is Ryan T.
Oh,
Husk. Maybe I
Mirage.
meant I don't mean it. I don't know. I can't keep up.
These shows sure give me an ab workout because y'all are funny.
Let's say hello to everybody in the live chat real quick, starting with our pal, the Matt Boardman, who puts this cool stuff together behind us. Joel, who got a shout out earlier. Tyrell, Chuck A. Lucia out in Brazil. Linda Anderegg, Glenn Iverson. Back of the head, that is John Orchiola, who says, I met Becky Lynch a couple of weeks ago. I know I saw that on Twitter.
Ooh,
She posted that she met you a couple weeks ago. She
fun.
posted like 5 times about it. I was like, okay, we get it.
She's
Uh,
obsessed.
yeah. Hi to Fran Iverson in the live chat and May Borello and Joshua Reeve, Mark Zutkoff, Bob D. All of our pals are here. Red Shirt Bob, thank goodness, has made it. Todd
Oh,
Fielding, any relation to Dan?
Ooh.
Oh, I love
Nice.
Night Court.
Yeah.
Or Dan
Faith,
Fielding, anyway.
it's
Yeah.
great. Faith Howell, hello to you. We see all of you. We're going to have a fun party today. What's up, Chris Gavin? I see you in there as well. Arg Scott. Okay. First things first, everybody, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for notifications. If you're listening, and give us a 5-star rating and a nice review, we'd really appreciate it. Why should you subscribe?
Wait a
Well,
minute. I'm
I'll
looking
tell
at
you
the
why.
subscription while I'm liking it, and there seem
Because
to be
you guys helped us reach 10,000 subscribers. This subscribe means subscribers, I think,
I
probably.
think so.
So thank
I
you for
think
that,
so.
you guys. We should just
I
have
think
this
I
running
need
for the entire time.
10.1.
We should
Exactly.
we should have had champagne with us. Ah,
I
where's
kind of
the
brought
bubbly?
I got some liquid death. That'll be cool for it's kind of
Yeah,
like a
I just have
champagne on
water.
crack.
I've got some cider.
Water.
Mm.
That works too.
Yay!
Woo,
So
Trying to
we'd
pour
like
it on my
to
keyboard.
toast to all of you
woo.
who helped us reach 10,000 subscribers. That's really cool of you. And we really appreciate it. And to show our appreciation, we're going to have the very first little award show that awards you and recognizes you, the viewers, for being so cool in the chat pack, in the comments section below, and in the live chat, of course. And it's going to be during Star Trek and Chill in just a few days. Big time. Big, big, big time. There'll be prizes, maybe there'll be all kinds of stuff and recognition. We want to talk about you, the viewers, and the supporters, the people that make this show what it is, because you guys are the real stars of this show. What do? We just give you guys something to do while you're talking amongst yourselves. So we'll be putting out prizes and fun stuff. That's in 3 days on Star Trek and Chill live at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern time. You do not want to miss that. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to that. Anne-Marie's not, but
No, I was amused by Cheer Heroes' comment. 10.1, I feel a fever coming on. Love that.
I don't
Yeah,
get
the
it.
Because it's
only
like 101.
Is that
fever.
like 5
Like,
in
look
binary
at
code?
your- It's like over 124. So 101's like a fever.
I can't be the only one that thinks about that when the 5 freeway in LA uh, crosses with the 101 freeway. I'm like, this is redundant. You know, the 5 and the 101 because binary. Okay. Look, there are 10 kinds of people in this world, those that understand binary code and those that don't.
Hey,
I love that.
I do. I read binary code.
Yeah, you do.
You create binary
You
code
really
items.
do.
I do. But I never had that thought.
Mhm.
All right. So
Unfortunately.
Oh my
where do we
God.
want to start? John Orchiola of Screen Rant says you guys better start with Becky Lynch, you dopes. That's what he says.
Oh.
So
Well, then I guess.
Let's
Mark
start at
Zutkoff
the
in the live
very
chat says
beginning.
redundant and
Very
repetitive.
good place to start.
Start. When you read, you begin with.
A, B, C.
When you sing, you begin with.
Do, re, mi.
I think I just got indigestion.
Ah.
Oh, everybody, check it out. I'm wearing a cool Bozeman Phoenix's shirt. You could get your very own Bozeman Phoenix's shirt. It's really cool, really neat. Look at the back there. Whoa.
I
It's
have
like
one of
a
those,
whole
and
thing.
it's my personal favorite. And
Aw,
it's so soft.
it is. It's cozy.
Mhm.
I use mine as a sleeping bag. You can get your very own Bozeman Phoenix's shirt at the Star Trek and Chill online store in the description box below. Click that link. Get the shirt in your favorite size, color, and style. Be the envy of your friends and the ire of your enemies. All right. So should we start with Becky Lynch? I'm surprised nobody knows about Becky Lynch.
I know all about her now.
Really? That's cool. You looked her up. All right, where do we start? Here it comes. This is from a website called twitter.com. It's interesting that she goes by Rebecca Quinn. I don't know.
Well, my first thought was like, oh my God, is she related to Martin, who like plays Scotty? But no.
Oh wait, let's hear what she has to say. Let me do it this way
This
so that
video.
we can hear it. There we go. Let's hear what she has to say. Let's hear her Irish accent.
Mhm.
You know, when you've already been champion of the world, there's really only one place to go next, and that's to the stars. And I am so excited to share with all of you that I am joining Star Trek Starfleet Academy as part of the bridge crew. And lads, this has been the most incredible experience acting alongside Starfleet Academy as part of the bridge crew.
Bridge crew.
And lads, this has been the most incredible experience acting alongside just a spectacular cast and crew. And I cannot wait for all of you to check it out when it comes out on Paramount Plus. And hey, live long and prosper.
Oops, there we go.
You know, we've already been champion of the world. There's really...
She's new.
She's
Yeah.
so fun. I
Yeah, she's
love
awesome.
her accent.
Mhm,
Oh
me
my
too.
gosh, it's so great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Even when
So-
Ryan makes fun of it.
What we heard was bridge crew there.
I know.
Mhm.
So that means
Yeah.
she's not going to be a professor. She's
Mhm.
not going to be a student. So she's not going to be part of like the main
You don't know.
Starfleet Academy situation. She's going to be part of the bridge crew of whatever thing is happening in outer space.
True. Although, like, people are then like, well, Holly Hunter said she's chancellor and captain of the ship or something. So that's a confusion.
Right?
So maybe there's both on the ground stuff and outer space stuff.
But how?
Certainly.
Well, like in section 31,
Mhm.
they had class or not section 31, Red Squad. Or in the academy, they had
Yeah.
away missions where they took the their class
Mhm.
Yep.
away.
Nice.
Away. So
Mhm.
like Valiant, they were on a educational
Right.
journey.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm very, very interested. Like,
How many episodes? Like, very
Right.
curious.
What if they do
Mhm.
20 episodes? What if they return to 20 episodes for us?
Oh,
my
that would
Do
be
not even toy with my
amazing.
emotions.
Sorry, I feel
Get
like
to
we have to
know
say
them.
Prodigy did that. We always have to remind
Right.
ourselves this has been done.
she
Prodigy's
said
always like, don't
26.
forget us.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
So that's Becky
Yeah.
Lynch. Oh, and the first thing we see is Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel tagging Virtual TrekCon. Cool. In that post. So, yeah, she has 2.4 million followers there. And you said she has over 5 million followers on
Like
Instagram.
5.5 on Instagram.
Mm.
It's a pretty good gig. So
Well,
let's tell
so
you a bit about
wrote it up and went into her backstory a little, which is really fascinating. Like,
Trek movie. All right, let's pull that
these
up.
guys know how to like dig some dirt. They're great.
Yeah. Well, I don't mean to brag, but I literally dug some dirt like an hour or two ago because there was like a flower pot that was like running low. I like put a scoop
Mhm.
of dirt. I swear this is a true story. So
You just reminded me I need to water my plant. Oh, no.
you should. You should.
Oh, no.
All right.
Earlier.
You watered her plant?
Oh, no. I
No,
need to water.
I
it.
watered
It's gonna
my
die.
plants. There's some right here. They got some
Oh.
water today.
They deserve it.
Think it'll last an hour and a half?
They give you fresh air. All right. So this is from a
They
website
do.
called trekmovie.com.
Which at first I was like, oh, what? John Champion. Different kind of champion.
Anne-Marie has gone on record saying that trekmovie.com is in her top 25 Star Trek websites. So that's incredible.
I do love them.
It's entitled Wrestling Champion Becky Lynch joins Star Trek Starfleet Academy. That's big news.
It is.
The upcoming Star Trek Starfleet Academy series has been filming since August, and we have had several announcements related to the cast, but there is one more before we wrap up the year. The latest to join is
Well, this-
Rebecca Quinn, well
So
known
you
to
skip
fans as
down a little.
professional wrestling as world champion Becky Lynch. All right.
If you want to skip down to SmackDown on the Bridge, which is like such a great title of her section.
Smackdown on the Bridge. Let me see if I can find that.
They're so fun.
All right. Sorry, guys. You guys were going to get a little intro on Becky Lynch, but Anne Marie runs a tight ship here.
Well, no, none of so basically, I just wanted to say that SmackDown on the Bridge, but actually, we've kind of discussed all of this, so we can even go down to like the man joins Starfleet, and that's where they talk about stuff we haven't discussed before.
Let me tell you guys a little bit about Becky Lynch here.
Please do.
So she came into wrestling and John Orkiel, I'm sure, could back me up here, maybe even add something to it, quite a few things. She came in through wrestling, if I remember correctly, through NXT, which was kind of like the farm system for, the women. They go through the farm system, men too, of wrestling. It's kind of like the minor leagues. And these four ladies, Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, uh, Charlotte Flair, and what's the hugger? Bailey.
Hmm.
Bailey.
Is
Yes.
Charlotte related to Rick?
It is his daughter.
Aha.
How cool is that?
Are any of these
Wow.
women the person that Fighting with My Family was based on?
Oh, that was a really good movie. No,
Yeah, it
that
was.
was shoot, I can't remember her name right
But
now,
a
but
different wrestler.
yes.
But she was also
came
Irish.
she came up no,
Or she's Scottish.
she's like English. Was she? Or maybe
Okay,
she's
yeah.
Irish. No, maybe
No,
she's
no,
right.
no, I think you're right. Yeah. Just to clarify. Thank you.
What is her name? Someone can tell us in the live chat. Anyway, so that was cool. These four ladies, they came up because suddenly women in wrestling started getting a little bit better. Back in like the 90s and early 2000s, it was really just about like, oh, look at these big boobs, and oh, they were called divas and they were doing stuff. And it
Oh
was
yeah.
less about wrestling and more about like pulling hair or like doing
Yeah.
weak
Boobs.
moves, or I mean, yeah, it was just,
Yeah.
it was what it was at the time.
Yeah.
They weren't originally wrestling, and then they kind of started infusing them in a way that they felt was palatable
Yeah.
or relevant at the time. And then it started getting better and better and better. And these four ladies were really freaking good, and they still are very, very good in their own right. In fact, I would venture to say that Charlotte Flair,
Mm-hmm.
not to change the subject, but I think Charlotte Flair's easily the best female wrestler ever. Like
Cool.
she's crazy.
Wow.
Anyway, so and there's Natalia Neidhart, who is the daughter of Jim the Anvil Neidhart of the Hart Foundation
Yeah.
back in the day. She's really great. She's like a trainer now. Anyway, the
Crazy.
point is, Becky Lynch
Cool.
was one of those four people. She was not supposed to be the big one of the four. It was really, it seemed like it was going to be Charlotte Flair because she's royalty. She's like,
Right.
some people say, the greatest wrestler in the world ever, his daughter. And she's also like tall and big and strong. And she's got the physique and the training, and she's just amazing. And I feel like I remember when it happened, when suddenly the girl that was maybe fourth in line, Becky Lynch, she was supposed to be a bad guy. She was supposed to turn heel, as they say,
Yeah.
against Charlotte Flair, who was supposed to be the baby face or be face.
Mm-hmm.
And Becky Lynch was just so badass the way she was talking shit to Charlotte Flair that people were like, we know we're supposed to not like her, but we kind of like her. She's really good at talking
Yeah.
shit.
Nice.
She's really cool. I don't know the behind the scenes stuff, but it felt like it was an accident. It felt like they were trying to make her a bad guy,
Yeah.
but she was just so likable as a bad guy. It didn't work. And then people started booing the good guy that was going like, oh, you're hurting my feelings.
Oh,
And we're like,
no.
shut up. Good. You deserve it.
That's
Becky's
amazing.
cool.
Oh my gosh.
And then she just started getting really good, and she went over, as they say, is slang for over, which means you could be a good guy or a bad guy. It really doesn't matter. You're over. Crowds are going to cheer for you no matter what.
Oh, that's
You're
awesome.
And so she just really revolutionized women's wrestling. Those four ladies really did. And then she gave herself a nickname. She started calling herself the Man, which is just, pardon the expression, is so ballsy
I
to
love
go
that.
into a
That's awesome.
men's industry, which was wrestling,
Yeah.
and call herself saying, I am the man. And then she was the man, Becky Lynch, and she took over wrestling. There was a good solid 2 years where she was the biggest name
awesome.
in wrestling, bigger
That's
than any
awesome.
dude. She was the biggest draw.
Wow.
I think she even main evented WrestleMania, like as of
Crazy.
the anyway.
Wow.
There's
That's
way more
so
to it,
cool.
but
Yeah.
this is who she is. She is
Right.
a gigantic person that was
Crazy.
part of a wrestling revolution, and she herself individually also moved up into a stratosphere that has never been reached before in women's wrestling.
A
So
Trish
So
Stratosphere?
cool.
The
I
Good
need
photo
to
list.
op
watch some of
positions.
her videos.
yeah, watch them. Check it out. She's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. And that's really cool because that's a smart move on Paramount's
Mhm.
part to bring in somebody from a completely other with a huge fan base behind them.
I love the people
Right.
asking if she'll be like
Mhm.
chief security officer,
Oh,
which
that
I
would
would
be
love.
so
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah.
That would be so cool. Ah, that would be
And
so
the
cool.
person that she beat to win her first women's title, if I remember correctly, was Ronda Rousey, who was
Right.
like an actual MMA
Wow.
fighter.
Yeah.
Right.
She was kind of
Mhm.
like Goldberg at the time. She was just beating everybody up,
Yeah.
including dudes. It was ridiculous. She was
Yeah.
a
Mhm.
monster.
Yeah.
And the way they did it was like a three-way battle. Like
Mhm.
if they don't want to have somebody get beaten because they're like, well, she's too good to get beaten, they
Yeah.
do like a three-way battle. And so then it's like, well, she didn't really get beaten. Somebody else beat, kind of like they beat each other up. And
Yeah.
Huh.
anyway, and she had crazy red hair extensions. It was nuts. They were like falling out during the matches. It's
That's
insane.
funny.
Anyway, so that's just a little backstory on Becky Lynch. I'm
Awesome.
surprised I know this much about her. She's also married to
I know,
Seth
right?
Rollins, who is one of the biggest wrestlers out there too, Seth
Mhm.
Rollins. And then she left wrestling a few years ago during the pandemic, 2020, I guess it was,
Uh-huh.
because she got pregnant and she was a champion.
Aw.
She was a champion. She made an announcement. She had her friend there and she says, "Hey, I'm leaving wrestling because I'm pregnant, so I want you to have my belt." And that was Asuka,
Aw.
a
Mhm.
Japanese wrestler. But anyway, so that's her story, but she's come back recently and she's great and big name.
WrestleMania in
So it's
April.
a big news. It's really big news.
Mhm.
That's so cool.
She has a
That's
best-selling
so
New York
cool.
Times book. She's like
Huh?
amazing. She was just ranked 20th best wrestler of all time by ESPN. Like,
Whoa, I gotta see that list. Ooh, that's exciting. When was I gotta find that?
Um,
Right.
while you're looking for that, Linda
Chat is amazing.
Anderegg said in the live chat, so Ryan is very happy.
Uh-huh.
And
I
William
mean, look.
Wells asks, hey Jenny, who is on your t-shirt? So
Oh, this is the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, in his championship era. The dream of a boy becomes the destiny of a man.
amazing.
1996, baby. Also, who is it up here? Sorry. Oh gosh, where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Okay, said to yeah, there's a lot of wrestling talk. The chat is alive with wrestling talk. Joshua Reeves says, "Hi,
Mhm.
Melissa H. Welcome to all we talk about now is wrestling."
Oh, this is wait.
Well, it's relevant now.
It is.
Wait.
It is. It is. Tim McCaffrey asks if anyone remembers the cringe UPN ads for that Voyager Rock episode, which I don't remember the ads themselves, but I know the stills from the ads, like the photos that were taken at the same time, the promo
I would
shots, and they
love
are
to see those.
oh my God. The Voyager promo shots with like all the guys flexing are
Yeah, Garrett Wong posted constantly. Yeah.
Oh, I think
yeah,
I did see that recently.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Ryan?
Ryan, find it for us.
Well, oh, sorry, I was
No,
looking
no,
at
what do
that
you
list.
mean?
I was
Well,
trying to figure out. I think they just mean like the best current wrestlers.
oh, I thought they meant of all time.
Because looking at the list, I'm like, when I just saw who number one was, I was like, there's no way this is all time. This is
Yeah, if
current
it's not
wrestlers.
Hulk Hogan, then give me a break.
This gal gets it.
Yeah,
The Hulkster.
exactly.
I used to love that song. Okay, so
Okay.
she's at number 19. currently. Now, I think that a few years ago she would have been probably number one at the time. If we're talking about like of the year 2024, back in 2018, 19, 20, she'd be number one. But right now they're using her less. They go through ebbs and flows.
Sure.
No, here it
I-
says 20th greatest WWE wrestlers of all time.
Maybe I'm looking at something else on ESPN.
It's on Sports Illustrated, SI.com.
Okay, that's why. Because I will say that right now, I think the best female wrestler is Rhea Ripley out of Australia. She's
100.
nuts.
Ripley.
She's so good.
This is
Anyway.
so weak. Hulk Hogan got 2. Stone Cold Steve Austin got 1.
Really? There are a lot of people that think
The
John
Rock is
Cena,
number 3.
Ciroc.
Okay.
There's some people
Oh
that
my God,
think
look at me reading SI.com.
John Cena is the greatest ever.
Okay. So she has all these accolades. Forbes magazine said she's like the highest paid female wrestler. She has a best-selling book on New York Times list. But the really interesting part is that they dug up her, like, this is not her first acting gig.
Wait, hang on. Jenny, this list, I found the top 20 list of all
Oh.
time by Sports Illustrated.
Yes.
Number 6 is Shawn Michaels,
What did I tell you?
your guy.
What did I
didn't-
tell you?
You said he
He
was number
is-
6.
I told you that he is a legend. Look at
He's
him.
above the
Look at him.
Undertaker.
Yes, of course he's above
Oh,
the
really?
Undertaker. Of course. Have you seen the Undertaker? Good
Yeah, he
Lord.
was like
like
20. He
Stone
was like
Cold Steve
20 and 0
Austin.
in WrestleManias.
Yeah.
bro.
Here's the thing that's the
Yeah.
craziest part about this article. There are all these amazing links. But the
She's like,
craziest thing
can we
is
bring it?
it just says trekmovie.com staff, and I'm like, give yourself some credit. This
Totally.
is amazing. You found these great articles to link to, and then this, like, the acting, the summary is what wowed me, because this was a deep dive. So,
Okay,
you want to read it?
can I just?
Okay.
Ew.
Share the list.
Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna be there. Weird.
Sorry, I'm
Here we
just in the
go.
process of trying to find you a couple of things here.
Like the first thing that came up was a Threads thing, and I'm like, Threads has been harassing me to join it.
Constantly.
It's so aggressive.
Get
It's like,
on
hey,
it.
Ryan, look at this. Click on it. I go, oh, that's interesting. And they're like, you have to sign up for Threads to read this. I'm like, you dick. You're always
Yeah.
tricking me. Okay. So just real quick, 20 greatest wrestlers of all time. Becky Lynch, number 20.
All right.
That's when she won them both right there.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've seen this picture before.
Mick Foley, this guy, man, the stories we could tell about this guy. He's missing,
Yeah.
he's lost teeth. He lost his ear in a match and still finished it. He had a tooth shoved up the top of his mouth and sticking out of his nose and still finished the match. Seriously, like the stuff that he's done
Wow.
is
Mhm.
like unbelievable. Chris Jericho, one of my favorites
Oh,
of all time,
I
right
like
here. This
him
guy,
too. Yeah.
because he called Dean Malenko Stinko Malenko. CM Punk, I could definitely do without.
I don't remember him.
Oh, we were just talking about this guy.
Andre.
Where'd he go?
Yeah. Andre the
Aw,
Giant. I love
our
that
friend.
guy.
Lovely.
See, I want a t-shirt with him on it.
What a lovely
Only
soul.
dog paddle. This guy's
I
awesome.
know, right?
He's won the championship like 16 times.
Wow.
Mm.
Edge, he broke his neck and came back like 9 years later recently.
Oh, that's right. That's crazy. Jeez.
Wow, this is cool. Roddy Piper.
Mhm.
Interesting.
Oh.
Kurt Angle, he's an Olympic gold
Oh
medalist.
my gosh. Yes. Wow. Memories.
Oh, this guy, Randy Macho Man said, oh yeah.
That guy.
Dig
I love that guy.
Bruno Sammartino, he was the champion before Hulk Hogan, if I remember correctly. Looks like he's beating the Iron Sheik here.
Wow.
This is the legend right here. Bret the Hitman Hart,
Yes.
best Canadian
Oh.
ever.
Exactly. 100%.
You have
That
to
guy.
add the Hitman heart in there.
You really
Yeah.
do, because otherwise he's just
Shawn
Bret.
Michaels is only 8 in this one. Haha.
Yeah, whatever.
He screwed over Bret Hart. Number 8 screwed over screwed over number nine in the Toronto or the Montreal screw job or whatever it was.
Oh,
Oh
Triple H,
God, yes, yes,
who now
yes,
runs
Triple
yes.
H.
wrestling.
hmm Oh, that, yes.
Who's
The
this guy? The Undertaker.
Undertaker.
hmm
He's ahead of Shawn Michaels in this one. Roman, wow, that is very generous to do. But what he's doing lately has been amazing. He's Samoan. He runs
Oh,
this whole
right.
like Samoan group called the Bloodline. It's amazing.
He's
hmm
kind of handsome.
Kinda.
I
He's the
don't
tribal
want him.
chief. He's the
I
hmm
head
don't
of the
want him to
table.
get a big head.
John Cena. That if you
Yeah.
guys if it says the picture isn't available, it's because you can't see him. Image not available. The Rock, of course.
Yes.
That guy's gonna run for president one
There
day.
we go.
Hulk Hogan. Hope he doesn't.
Yes.
But yeah, he's great
No,
too. Probably Ric Flair might be number one. Oh, Ric Flair's not even there?
Stone
You're
Cold, baby.
nuts. Oh, this
Stone
is not even a
Cold
real
Stone
thing.
Steve
Cold. Hey
Austin.
Ryan, I just sent you 3 pictures from that Voyager set of wrestling promos that's actually about Star Trek. Um, if you want to take a look at them, they're in your Facebook Messenger.
I
Yeah,
got him
and
right
while
here.
you're looking for that, Mark Zetkoff says, I think Ryan wants to talk about wrestling. Samoa.
Oh, 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 oh,
Very good. Very good. So this was The Rock in
oh.
Voyager.
Oh, that I did see that one.
Mhm.
Look at
That
this
one's
guy.
funny.
I know. There's another one. I can't find it. There's another one where all of them are doing it. This one I particularly like.
Oh, Rick Berman.
hmm
Hmm.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, we can't let wrestling hijack everything. The point is, this is a big deal,
It is a big deal.
theoretically. I don't know what the crossover is between wrestling fans and Star Trek fans.
hmm
I think John Orchiola and myself might be the only two, and Jenny kind of.
No, also
Um,
Greatest Gen.
hmm
They're one of, I think Adam's a big wrestling fan of
excuse
their
me, I
show.
believe we already have the greatest Jen, our Johnson.
Oh, that's true.
Hey!
Um,
Ayo! That's me.
so the next question is obviously has she acted before?
Tell
Obviously,
us.
like that's what you want to know. So her first time acting was in 2018, some movie called The Marine Six Close Quarters. She played herself in an episode of the Showtime drama Billions. And last year, she played Cyndi Lauper in an episode of the NBC sitcom Young Rock, a show about wrestler and box office star Dwayne The Rock Johnson, who got his
Wow.
acting career started on Star Trek Voyager.
Mhm.
I loved that.
Cool.
So good.
Fran Iverson tuned out 10 minutes ago.
Wow, she lasted a while.
On B says, well, at least this time Ryan has an excuse to talk about wrestling instead of just randomly bringing it up.
Do I bring it up that
Everyone's being
often?
hilarious today. I love this.
It's very funny.
Oh, shoot. Unfortunately, everybody, the Chillers has been canceled. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Everybody's being so abusive. We're just going to talk about more wrestling on Star Trek and chill. And right now they're like, nope, we get the last laugh. We're not tuning in.
Uh,
Do I bring up wrestling a lot? Maybe I do. I don't feel like I do.
You? Never.
not as much as it's being implied in the live chat.
Mhm.
Well, probably more than a Star Trek news show would imply, though.
Mhm.
Well,
Likely.
possibly.
So,
So to close this out, do you guys think that this is the splash that they think it's going to be? Because they've done, I'm not saying it's stunt casting.
hmm,
I'm not saying it's stunt casting. However, nowadays streaming services are like, how many followers does somebody have? And that's how they
Of
cast
course.
somebody.
Right.
It's not like she's been in other sci-fi things. It's not like she's
Mhm.
known as a great actress, although
Yeah.
some say there's acting in wrestling. Most of us know it's real, but some say there's a little bit of acting, and the acting is very good and believable.
Mhm.
But you guys think that that's going to drag some non-Star Trek fans
Mhm.
into watching Starfleet Academy?
Mhm. Yeah. If
Well, it's
people
amazing she
are
talks about it on her social media, which I feel like is half the battle.
Mhm.
Mhm.
G.I. Joe.
Mhm.
G.I. Joe. Oh yeah.
and Star Trek, I mean, Starfleet Academy seems like it's stacking its deck pretty heavily, not just with a wrestler, but overall. They have Academy Award winners and nominees and
Yeah.
previous Star Trek actors from beloved shows, beloved characters that are coming back.
Mhm.
So I think they're gonna hit Starfleet Academy pretty hard, and again, it's not the first time Star Trek has brought in wrestlers
Sure.
to be a part of their cast. So
Yeah, and for similar reasons, really. Like,
right,
I mean,
Is
it
Paramount
was.
Plus the home of wrestling? Like UPN
No,
was?
Peacock.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Well, Peacock and where is AEW Wrestling? I don't remember where that one is. But John Orchiola of Screen Rant covers AEW Wrestling for Screen Rant.
Right, yeah.
So we have a poll in the live chat, everybody, to close this thing out. How much will casting Becky Lynch, 5 million followers on Instagram, affect viewership? Not at all, a drop in the bucket, medium, or an elbow drop off the top rope like Coco
Nice.
Beware used to do, everybody.
yeah.
All right, we need to behave ourselves. War Dogheim has entered the chat.
Well,
War
and
Dogheim can
War
do an elbow
Dogheim has
drop, I
just
bet
busted his way in here, and he's like, "Okay, time for Star Trek."
I thought he was already here.
But how
Well,
many people follow their
I don't know.
favorite stars to wherever? So it is a possibility.
Oh, it's
too,
true. It's
that-
definitely true.
Or at
Mhm.
least it's like, for example, that video announcing it has 55,000 likes on Instagram.
Wow.
So that's like
Very good.
55,000 people who maybe didn't even know about Star, or at least
Yeah.
50,000.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
Jenny,
It's like
you
a
said
billboard.
you should have said it's true. It's damn true because that's what Kurt Angle used to say.
Oh, okay.
Damn true.
It's true.
It's
It's
damn
damn
true.
true.
It's
Okay.
damn true.
So we'll have that poll going. And were there any final things on that, Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel, that you had prepared for us?
And the amazing thumbnail by Matt Boardman.
It's
I
beautiful.
mean,
bet
the
Matt
Matt
Boardman-
Look
Boardman.
at it. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mhm. All right.
I bet
What
Matt
else have you
Boardman knows all
got for
about
us
this stuff.
tonight, folks? I'm sure he does.
Okay, so up next, everybody, here's what we're going to do. We're going to show you.
There was kind of like big news. Oh, yeah. That
Yeah,
came out that
we've
I had
got
to
to
send separately.
Right. And here it is. We alluded to it earlier, just a little bit. We touched on it. This is where Mick Foley
Oh, Jesus.
busted his face in the Hell in a Cell
No.
match against. That
Actually
wasn't even
like
the
seeing
heart.
actual people actually getting hurt. Wrestling is
That
fun
wasn't
when
even
it's
the crazy
obviously
part.
fake.
That was not even the crazy part. There was way worse than that later, but I guess we'll anyway.
You better
We
turn that
will.
off.
I know.
It's not fun to see people actually get hurt.
It's true.
Basically, what happened is the guy picked him up and he choke slammed him through the top fence, and it broke, and the guy fell all the way down onto the mat, and also the metal chair hit him in the face, and his teeth went up out of it. Anyway, so he continued the fight after being thrown off right there, and after
Wow.
the thing busted through him, he continued the match. He got carried out on a stretcher. He came back and still like continued the fight. There's way more to it, but nobody cares except me and Jenny. What's next, Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel?
Well, we have two directions. Lower Decks, or I sent you a new article that came out recently because the Library of Congress announced today that one of the 25 movies they're like preserving that they do every year is going to be The Wrath of Khan, which has never happened for a Star Trek movie before.
Wow.
So that's like a pretty big honor.
And where's that? I don't
I
see
just
that.
sent it to you on Facebook Messenger.
Oh
So I
man,
like
this
emailed
stuff
it
is
you as
everywhere.
well. I know, because it came out like after I had done the list. But it's
Okay, so this is from a
a
website called trekmovie.com, top 40 in Anne Marie's book. Star Trek The Wrath of Khan named to National Film Registry. Nicholas Meyer reacts.
And we love him. He's a friend of the Lappies.
Yes, that's true.
He
So
is a
yeah,
friend of
tell
the
us about
Lappies.
this a little bit more.
So, I mean, it's kind of like how, like, film, if you watch Turner Classic Movies like I do, I'm super into like film preservation. And so every year, apparently, the Library of Congress chooses 25 films that they're going to like officially preserve. And they have like all these rubrics, like cultural impact, stuff like that. And it's sort of like what you would want aliens to know about your culture, if they had like first viewed Earth. I kind of think of it as so. Anyway, they put out the list, and what was amazing is that for the first time ever, a Star Trek movie is on it, and it's The Wrath of Khan. And I mean, it's an amazing list. Some of the other ones are like Dirty Dancing, and also Miracle Worker, which is such an amazing movie from like 1962, I think, with Patty Duke and Anne Bancroft. So it's like a
Wow.
really prestigious big deal. Um, and I don't even know how like Miracle Worker hadn't been on there already. It's such an
Yeah.
amazing, but yeah, so this is like a pretty big deal. And maybe the first of many, who knows?
Miracle Worker. Yes.
I mean, if they're going to
Yeah.
start with one, you know they were going to start with The Wrath of Khan, right?
Patty Duke and Anne Bancroft, Helen Keller.
Oh, love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh god.
Love Anne
Um,
Bancroft. I love her.
Forgive me for interrupting one more time, but Shag 840 in the chat said,
Ooh, happy
"Bold
late.
move, Cotton. Heavy on heavy on the wrestling content just when we hit that 10,000 subscribers. Balls of steel."
Yeah. Well, the good news is that means next week we get to hit 10,000 subscribers
Yay!
again because we lost 150 just
Oh
now.
my god.
Oh my
Funny.
gosh. Sorry, continue.
I mean, I just love hearing like Library of Congress and Star Trek in the same sentence. It's so exciting.
Absolutely,
Like,
yeah.
way to get some recognition that's prestigious.
These
Absolutely.
guys are all talk. They said they hated the wrestling talk, but our numbers show
Yeah.
differently,
Ooh,
show
who
Exactly.
likes the
otherwise.
wrestling talk?
They're like, just don't make a habit of it. We're tolerant and we're patient because it's Star Trek related, but don't make a habit of it.
Exactly.
All right. I bet Chris Garris in the live chat knows what's up with wrestling. He loves it. I bet you his favorite wrestler is Roddy Piper. That's my prediction.
I
Although he
mean,
did ask, is just wrestling real, Jenny Johnson? So
yes, Chris Garris, there is a Santa Claus.
Okay,
Well,
let's close out this
So
poll
going back
here.
to that.
Ah.
Are you doing the poll?
Yeah, how much will casting Becky Lynch affect viewership? 15% of you said medium. That's another show. What was that? Patricia Arquette
Yeah.
or Rosanna Arquette? I
Oh,
can never keep
Patricia.
them. 18% of you
Patricia
said not at all.
Wilson.
It's not going to affect anything. 21% of you said elbow drop off the top rope, bro. And 44% said, I don't know, a drop in the bucket, I guess, just to be nice. Drop
I think
in
this is
bucket.
what kind of bucket?
accurate.
Odo's bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom on the bucket.
Boom.
That's sort of all hyped up.
Jenny
It's the
had a lot of
cupcakes.
cupcakes today, so she's feeling zingy. All right. Well, that's really cool. That's a big honor. And like you
Oh,
said,
like,
Anne-Marie, possibly the
yeah.
first of many.
Yeah, so one thing that I really loved about the articles, they said films must be 10 years old and deemed culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant. But they also talked to Nicholas Meyer, which is all, I love him. He's so like gracious. He goes,
Oh,
I'm greatly surprised and gratified by the honor, but I feel bound to say in the same breath that Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan stands on the shoulders of many who contributed to the film, as well as those who have gone before. I love that.
it's amazing.
And he paid tribute to Gene Roddenberry, Gene Kuhn, Harv Bennett, Jack Sowards, Leonard Nimoy, Ricardo Montalban, DeForest Kelly, Nichelle Kirstie Alley, James Doohan, Merritt Buttrick, B.B. Besh, Paul Winfield, Joe Jennings, Gaten Rusher, Bill Dornish, Mike Miner, and a host of others. Like, it's just so lovely to mention all the people, especially the ones who've passed. It's like,
It is,
what an
actually,
honor.
I was looking this up earlier when you sent it, and I saw that apparently at Paramount, since this is kind of like the last week of the year that people are working, when this happened, they had like a big office party. And here's a video they posted from that celebratory office party.
Oh no. Yeah. Christmas parties are something else, man.
Oh my gosh.
So they had a
Christmas
great time.
parties.
They had an amazing time at Paramount celebrating uh, that win. Oh, it's still going. All right. What's up next? I think it's time to mention everybody that the seventh rule, if you hate wrestling, you'll love the Seventh Rule podcast, where they never talk about wrestling ever. I don't think we have we? Seventh Rule?
Probably only ever if you're talking about a wrestler,
Not
but you
yet.
haven't hit any wrestler
We haven't
episodes, so
exactly.
Yeah.
We haven't yet.
So right now
Well,
there are 4 days
last
left. It's a
week.
very short campaign here.
So
So
right now we're
everybody
at
jump.
51, so I'm going to do my backing right now.
whoa.
Nice. And what were you saying? Sorry, Melissa.
It's okay. Go ahead. Keep going. We've moved on.
We could go back.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so
Indiegogo.
Indiegogo campaign, everybody, you've got to donate to this. It's a very short and quick one. It makes great gifts for your friends and loved ones. Putting it in the live chat here.
Nice.
If you like the seventh rule and you want it to keep going and you want it to continue, then go ahead and donate to the Indiegogo campaign and support it. If you want to get your friends or family or loved ones some fun gifts, why not let them meet Walter Koenig on Zoom? Why not let them be part of a roundtable or get a subscription, a year subscription? I almost said a year supply. That felt weird. A year subscription to the Seventh Rule podcast. Sirach, myself, Melissa, Walter Koenig, Denise Crosby oftentimes stops by. We're about to start season 5, episode 1. Speaking of Denise Crosby.
Gee.
So who knows?
Also, season 5 already?
I know. So
Where does the
quick.
time go?
TNG going crazy fast or am I nuts? Like,
Could be
feels
both.
like we just started, but
yes.
Yeah,
it's so
it's sad.
Really? Wow.
War Dogheim in the live chat says backer #1 for the Indiegogo right here. That guy, that was like at midnight. What a champ.
That was
It was
good.
1 a.m. his time because he's like in mountain time, I think, in
Yeah.
Montana.
50-second backers loading right now.
He says old man bladder had him up in the middle of the night when it dropped.
When it dropped.
That's great.
DMAT Boardman says, I guarantee you won't regret it. So
Best
DMAT
decision
Boardman
ever.
gets it.
Yeah.
Is it? Anne-Marie, tell us why.
It truly is. It's like such a great community, but also, I mean, first and foremost, my favorite thing always is to hear people who worked on Star Trek talk about Star Trek. And I mean, it, especially the ones you don't often hear from, like Dan Curry, Michael Westmore, and I love recently we have like a stunt woman. And it's just amazing. Like,
Ace.
yes, I love hearing these behind the scenes stories. Or Ira said so many things about Cupid that I had never heard of. And I just like you only get that here where it's like low key. They're coming on to talk about one episode in particular, and it's just like they're talking about it for the love of the show, and that's really special to have.
Do you know that if the seventh rule never happened, there would almost certainly be no virtual TrekCon?
Like,
There would almost certainly be no Lappies virtual TrekCon 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5. There would be no Golden Globes.
Yeah.
There'd be no main viewer. There'd be no Star Trek and Chill.
Yeah.
There'd
No
be a lot of
chillers.
there'd be no chat pack.
No.
Mhm.
I'd just be hanging out in Nova Scotia by myself.
There'd be something, some kind of iteration of something somewhere. But the truth is, seventh rule, man. And
Mhm.
geez, this is gonna be year 6,
Yeah.
right?
Wow.
Well, it's going to be year 7 beginning in
Yes.
January because this is the 5th year. No, it's going to be year 6. I don't know.
6.
Whatever.
6 because January 2019.
Yeah,
Right.
but that would mean so
exactly.
January of 2025 will be 6 years.
Cheers.
So the
Right,
very
6
next
years.
day will
Right.
be beginning the 7th year.
7th year. Yes.
The
Yes.
7-year
Seventh
itch.
year of the seventh
Yes.
rule.
That's scary.
Mhm.
Anyway, so everybody, sometimes you just want to
Really
say
cool.
thank you.
Just
So
7
please feel
Yeah.
free.
Yeah, that's why I'm tipping $1
It's
right
really
now.
special.
Here's something that the Matt Boardman made. Here's a
It
little
is really
snippet
special.
of something he made. Speaking of very special,
Oh
if
my
I may
gosh.
embarrass a couple people. I know, Melissa, you know where I'm going. I was trying to work out my biceps when I saw this at the gym. It was nuts.
It's so beautiful.
What I love about the seventh rule is it is the best Star Trek family without any exaggeration. It is the chosen family that makes me feel whole right now.
If you had told me 5 years ago that I would be talking with my favorite Star Trek actors on a weekly basis even, along with other devoted fans whom I am proud to now call friends, I would have said that you're nuts.
And becoming an AP in early 2020 was just one of the best decisions I ever made. As well as providing the amazing opportunity to discuss our favourite Trek, and of course more recently the chance to engage in some good-humoured Picard bashing, I've met the most incredible people, both virtually and in person, all because of the seventh rule. I've been blown away by the kindness and the friendships offered to me over these past 5 years, and I know many of us here feel the same.
Why do I love the seventh rule? Well, in addition to the side-splittingly humorous anecdotes and shenanigans that go on during the free-for-alls and round tables, I have to say it's about community. It's about a group of folks that come together and really, it's like a family.
Yeah, it says the Matt. I was just
feel
noticing
like
that.
we've all
The Matt Boardman
grown together as a family as well.
When I think about the origins of the seventh rule, I think about the fact that it was founded in friendship. And it's really been all about friendship for me for the past few years. It was a lifeline at the beginning, getting me out of being at home and not talking to anybody. And now it's a source of true joy as I get to communicate with other people both online and offline.
Anyway, sorry, I just cut off Jason Oaken there. There's way more to it, but obviously it's long and it's beautiful. So we'll upload that to the Indiegogo campaign so you could watch that. That should be a fun thing to do. Those people are so
I love that
nice.
so much. I love them all
It's
so much.
so beautiful.
That really did change my life. I
We
love
really
it
should
so
have paid them
much.
more. That was
Yeah.
And
no, actually,
thanks
that was
to the Matt Boardman for orchestrating that and putting that
Mhm.
together and bringing all of the wonderful seventh rule community together, because I mean that video is indicative of Aaron's dream and what he wanted
Absolutely.
the seventh rule to be. So keep that dream going. Let's keep building upon that dream and making this the best community ever.
the dreamer and the dream.
Epic,
Um,
the Matt Boardman shirt too.
Yeah, that was the Matt Boardman special. He surprised us with that. We had no idea he was going to
That's
do that. And then just
amazing.
like last week, he's like, "Hey guys, look at
Yeah.
this thing real quick that I did. And we're like, what the fuck?
Dude, he had
Mhm.
that
It
in
was
his
really
back
nice.
pocket for a while. It's amazing.
Yeah, so that thank you to the Matt Boardman for that. We'll upload that on
Mhm.
the Indiegogo campaign so you can check that out. And what's up, Robert Kaiser and Arg
Also,
Scott?
I just was gonna say too, like, even so sometimes like if you're on Patreon and you don't want to switch over or whatever, like oftentimes I'll then kick $1 over to the Indiegogo because that just ups the backers and helps it be seen more. So not a bad idea.
And Dr. Anne Marie Siegel, how has your life changed since joining the Seventh Rule
Best ever. I'm
podcast?
so happy. I love it so much. You know, I was so like lonely and lost, and then this amazing Star Trek podcast came and changed my life.
Oh,
The
nice.
best. Mhm.
Anyway, we really appreciate all those people that did that. There's a whole bunch to
Mhm.
it, so we'll put that up a little later. But thanks for that. Wasn't planning on putting that up, but we figured, hey, what the hell? Like, we're talking about
Yeah.
it. Let's get up into it.
So awesome.
Okay. And then at the end of the show, if we have time left, everybody, you can let us know if you want to watch a little bit more of that video, or if you want to watch a little bit more of Mick Foley versus The
Oh my
Undertaker
God.
when he slams him through the metal cage and onto the ground and busted. Then there was another match where he got thrown over the ropes, but then he flipped over and got his head stuck between two of the ropes. They like flipped and like were choking him out, and thought he was gonna die. So he pulled himself out of the ropes and it ripped off his ear. And
See,
he
I'd
still
rather see that one than the tooth one because anything involving the mouth is just beyond disgusting.
even
Mhm.
chocolate.
No, I mean, ucky stuff with the mouth.
Mhm. Lucia says that the Matt Boardman's video was much better than wrestling.
Oh, we'll do a
Agreed.
poll. I feel like it's gonna be neck and neck.
So how
Go
about we give a
poll,
bunch
go
of quick
poll.
hits for the rest? Because there are like some fun little tidbits in the news, but
Yeah.
not little. But one is that it's Jenny R. Johnson Art's 6th anniversary this weekend.
What?
It
Yes.
is.
So
So she's
cool.
already starting her
Her
seventh year.
seventh year.
Exactly.
Thanks. Thank you. That's so nice. Yeah.
Congratulations to Jenny R. Johnson. If only we had something prepared. This video is gonna get censored so hard on YouTube, isn't it?
It's short.
Copyright infringements,
National.
Yeah.
This is for national.
naughty words.
Yay!
Oh, she's wearing the shirt too.
Postman,
Right?
And your cool flannel. Right. Yeah. Lando, Boba.
That was like
Dawn
the
Rice
first
Days.
set of paintings I did.
Really. Oh, that was fun, Jenny. You make the best videos on social media
Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. It's a full-time job.
and paintings.
Thanks. And you know what? Honestly, one of the best things about this last 6 years is spending so much of it with you guys. Like all of you.
Oh,
Aw.
don't you, Jenny, sometimes when you get orders from people, doesn't it sometimes just hit you in the feels like you're like, wow, that's so sweet of this person. Just like
It's insane.
sometimes it just hits you, right? Where you're like, this person is just on the other side of the
Mhm.
continent or the planet is just
Mhm.
supporting my work,
Mhm.
seemingly out of the goodness of their heart, just supporting
Yeah.
you and what you do, and they appreciate you, and it's just amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And so many of you in the chat pack. Oh my God, you guys. Like so many of you
Yeah,
have
you're
supported like
amazing on Dave Gregory's wall. I have to
yes,
agree.
yes, and Chuck. Like I like Linda, Dave, like oh there's so many of you. There are so many of you. I can't even like oh thank you. Thank you.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Oh,
All
God.
right. Boy, man, this This is like a grab bag of emotions. People are like booing us and then crying and then laughing and then booing again and then crying again. It's hard to tell what they're booing about and what they're crying about. Like it's all kind of the same, right? There isn't really like a specific thing they don't like and
Oh
a
my God.
specific thing they do like. It's all kind of mixed. Okay, so up next, Doctor,
Oh my God.
this is we've got to give Anne Maria an interesting name like Larry Nemeczek is Dr. Trek. She could be like Dr. Star Trek or something.
Just what I called him at conventions, and people are always like, "This girl doesn't even know anything," but it's a joke.
Well, I like the walking exclamation point. That's good.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid. Okay. So this is from a website called twitter.com. Star Trek on Paramount Plus tweets out or posts out, this holiday season replicates something for the Starfleet officer in your life with a very real, not at all fake asterisk. Hashtag Star Trek Lower Decks wish list. Which one of these is at the top of your list? Is actually fake.
We just need to give like a shout out to whoever's doing these. They're doing such a fun, good job. I'm like very amused.
Okay. Ketracel white hot sauce.
It's like a lot of like
Yes.
things from like the backgrounds of Lower Decks episodes, which I'm really impressed with.
Quaylor 2 slushy gift card. Yum.
Ooh.
Look at that
Quark's
finger.
Corner.
Ooh, D20s there.
Nail. Ew.
Cloacan cutlery bag. Oh my God, that is so good. And look at they have like a little
Hilarious.
utensil.
That is amazing.
This looks like a toothpick. And their fork and their spork and their knife fork. Feeling peckish? Cloacan delicacies require a delicate touch. This traditional roll-up gold set is a perfect addition to any kitchen.
This is amazing. Like, I love this.
Quark 2000. Don't settle for a boring gray box. Replicate in style. Quark 2000 replicator. Only 2 million in existence.
See, these are the things
Spacecraft.
that we want for real.
Jean-Luc Picard clay figure. Huh. That's it. Yeah.
That's from Captain Picard Day.
I can't see
Or
it.
like Riker
Where is
folds
he?
him and does the little like.
You can't see him, Jenny? It's right here.
There he is. Thank you. Sorry, every once in a while I get confused and I have like, and I'm on the chat screen and then I realize the Zoom screen's gone and I'm like watching like 2 minutes behind. Now I understand.
This is why it's so funny. Okay.
It's
So,
because
like-
of all the Quaaludes you
I
take, Jenny. I told you gotta just take half as many on Tuesdays.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
but here, let me just tell you like how good this is. Paul Menenge was a schoolboy aboard that Enterprise D. He was born in 2363. In 2370, he participated in a contest for Captain Picard Day, which he won with a clay sculpture he made of Captain Picard's head. And then they friggin' name dropped this kid on this Twitter post. It's hilarious.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
I love that so much.
Wow.
Good.
That's really cool. I really
Continuing
like
on.
that.
I'm a kind of a role model.
I love his eyebrows.
USS Voyager boxed plate collection.
Oh yeah.
Complete autograph collection for true Voyager fans. These guys are trying to take over from Chuck A's business right here, but they got no chance.
Mm.
Like, I'm
Alfalfa Sprouts 177 multicolor socks. Yikes.
Yeah.
Hideous. The softest socks in the universe, and so cute. A perfect gift for the dog person in your life. The pack includes one naughty and one nice sock. What?
Yeah, it's cute. And then I really like the Kelto. I love Kelto on Voyager. Like anytime it comes up in an episode, so I love that they also have that.
A Velton Lust Idol. That unique holiday gift that's sure to impress. The mere sight of it is claimed to be an aphrodisiac.
I wondered what that was.
I like that guy.
Ew.
He's like,
Yeah.
You like
okay,
him a lot?
right? like, here I come, baby.
Holo camera, why capture dull, flat images? Capture a hologram with ease. Just make sure you get the subject's permission. Yeah, seriously.
Anyway, we can keep moving on. I just wanted to highlight how fun their tweets are getting. Good job.
Racquetball.
There's so many. Look at them all. Oh,
Yay.
nice. I love the noise those
Calto
make.
strategy game.
I love Kelto so much.
I love that
You
they
love
had a
what?
Calto in Seven's
Calto.
quarters on Picard.
I
on
know.
Titan.
It was
I love
so
that.
good.
Mhm.
Yes.
Diplomath board game. Fun.
So funny.
I love
Vibe tubes with Krog.
that. Yeah.
I like those.
Krog on the
vibes.
rocks. Ain't no surprise.
Funny handwriting samples.
And we saw
Here
The
we go.
vibe tubes on TNG as well.
Mhm.
Batleths and Binooks. Die honorably in the comfort of your own barracks. Make sure to check the Ferengi black market for expansions. Teehee.
So good. Yeah, that was awesome.
So just
Okay.
to summarize the other part of Lower Decks, what we know now is Meg Lloyd, one of our favorite directors, is directing the finale. It has an extended runtime, and Mike McMahon says it's sure to make us all tear up. So I can't wait.
Uh-oh.
And it has those fun Klingon brothers again.
Did you hear it or read it?
Read it.
How do you know he didn't say tear up?
Shit, you're right. Oh my
Maybe he means
God.
like is gonna go ballistic.
Yes, crap.
It's from a website called twitter.com. Meg Lloyd at Third Child Art, friend of the Seventh Rule. She
We
comes on the
love her
show
so
often.
much.
She's amazing. She says, "Here we go, the last one. It was my honor to direct the series finale and to serve on the crew of the Cerritos for the last few years. Haven't posted much about this season because I'm devastated to see the show go."
Mm-hmm.
She
So
makes
say we
the
all.
show go. Here's a picture
Yes.
from it.
Mm.
Hey, big boy. That's what she's saying right
Oh
now.
my God, that was
Like
so
what?
sad.
It's like, what the heck?
That's awesome. That zoom in was great.
What the hell? Mm.
Is it another scared ransom face?
Wow. They are seeing something scurry.
Yes. I just can't wait to see the finale because I feel like there's no way they didn't leave the door open to come back in some capacity or like crossover with other shows or whatever. So I'm very excited. And at least it's extended runtime. But there is apparently a form on Netflix that you can fill out and you can request shows to show up on Netflix. So people are leading a charge to go fill that out and put in Lower Decks or Lower Decks specifically season 6.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So I linked that in our virtual TrekCon group.
So this is also from twitter.com. This is a BritBox thing. What?
Oh, this
Dr.
is really
Anne-Marie
interesting.
Seagull, you're saying there's
Okay,
BritBox stuff?
I snuck that in there. Okay, so I watch everything that comes out on BritBox and Acorn, so I was getting to like this week's
Acorn?
Yeah, yes.
That's a thing?
It's another
Yes.
British streaming, yeah.
And PBS
Oh,
Masterpiece.
jeez.
Like,
Yeah.
so this one came out, and I'm like, oh wow, the girl from Doctor Who. And so I'm watching it,
Down.
and friggin' David Ajala's in it. And it's like a really like British star heavy cast. So like he actually plays a therapist and he has like one-on-one scenes with Jenna Coleman, which I was also like, is this the Doctor Who Star Trek crossover they were talking about at San Diego Comic-Con? But he's so good in it. It's just so great to see him like getting more work that's like super prestigious.
Yeah.
And the
Well,
show.
but look at this. Shut the government down. People need to take a
Don't even
break.
wanna know.
Is that
need to, like,
Canadian politics? Because we're having a
takes-
hell of a time up here all of a sudden. So
They need to take some Quaaludes, man.
And Jennifer Tilly's on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
yes, she is.
Really?
Yes,
Oh,
she
that's
is, yeah.
cool. We
She
like
is
her.
the
She's
season,
cool.
yeah.
That's awesome.
How do I know that? Hmm.
Jenny RJ.
It's my side activity.
What's CR? I mean, I know what it was in high school. It was a
I don't know.
drug. It was a
Well,
drug.
it's under politics, so
Mhm.
No CR. And Ashland, I don't know what. Anyway,
mm.
weird. Let's get out of here. Ugh. Shut down the government. Why do you guys relax?
We're trying. Yeah, I don't know if that's
Watch
Canadian or whether that's
watch a
American.
cartoon for a
yeah.
minute. Go watch some He-Man. Take a break.
Um,
Okay, what's
He-Man.
just something that's not going to get them all riled up. He-Man, even when he would fight someone, he'd be like, "Sorry to leave you hanging." He was chill.
Right. Yeah.
Or
Oh,
Dwayne The
okay?
Rock Johnson is in Red One. It's a new Christmas movie and it's fun.
What's Red
Nice.
One?
A new Christmas movie on, on
You just said it.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
And it's related to Star Trek because The Rock's in it.
Mhm.
Anyway.
Okay.
I just watched a good one on
Favorite
Netflix
Sandler
last
guy?
night. It has nothing to do with Star Trek, but it was good.
What was it?
The Carry On.
Is
I
it
think
two
I might have
words
watched
or
it.
one
Carry
word?
On, like your
Oh.
suitcase. Yeah. But it's like sort of Die Hard-ish, speed-ish.
Die Hard sounds like it should be called Carry On.
Oh dear.
It's a dead animal joke. Okay, never mind. So Dr. Anne Marie Seagull, you've got a cool YouTube playlist set up for us
Oh,
here to
okay. So
check
this
out.
is really fun. So Trekcore, they like to collect the teasers. Speaking of like the one that
Oh,
was
that's
in the
cool.
so they just released
Oh, I love that.
TNG season 5, and it is perfect
Perfect.
timing because Seventh Rule is going to get into TNG season 5 soon, and they are so
Oh, fun.
effing fun to watch. I need to start posting them
Ah.
in the Seventh Rule group like ahead of each release.
We've been talking about this for years.
Well,
It was
I
a
did
good
it a little
idea
bit.
then, and it's a good idea now.
I did it a little bit, and then I think I couldn't resist and watched them all, then forgot to go back and post them. They're
Yeah.
so fun. I love the guy who does it, but like I love that Trekcore does playlists of this. It's so great.
Yeah.
So
Melissa, do you remember seeing the trailers of Next Generation back in the day or Deep Space Nine?
they were so bad. In the
Here
best
and
way.
there. Here and there.
We watched one.
Like I lived for them, and I also season 5 was the first season of new TNG episodes that I saw. Like up until then, I was just watching the reruns, and then I finally figured out, I think, right at the end of season 4, like when the new episodes were actually airing. So then seeing those previews was like the greatest thing ever because it was Star Trek I had not seen yet. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's so
I
funny
remember
too because
seeing.
I didn't realize 4 finale and 5 premiere was a two-parter because it's when like the 4th kid in my family was born, like around that time. So like we weren't watching them the weeks that like the finale came out. It was like our schedule was mixed up. So then I was like, when I was going back to do the research, I was like, what? That's a two-parter?
This is gonna be a lot of fun because I've never seen. Because I only started watching Next Generation like kind of after it was done or right towards the end. So I remember seeing previews for Voyager and later years of Deep Space Nine, and especially an Enterprise. Like I remember them making a big deal out of the big show being in Enterprise. I remember certain episodes. I remember when they promoted the hell out of Aaron Eisenberg returning as Carr in Voyager. Like I remember that. I remember weirdly I got super excited. I was like, "Whoa, Nog, the guy that plays Nog, he's going to be." Like I remember that very strongly like as maybe the biggest Star Trek TV preview memory was that. I was super excited because I remember like in the preview, you're like, dude, he looks ripped. Like his arms were like all ripped up and stuff like that. And it just was cool because everybody was rooting for Nog, and suddenly the Nog actor was back, and so that was really cool. I don't know if I remember too many other previews. So that's why I'm super curious about this because clearly they had these
I mean,
every week.
the season 1 and 2 ones were so hilariously bad.
Oh,
So
yeah.
those are the funniest, but
Mhm.
they still remain like horrible in like a hilarious way, even for good episodes. So can we
Mhm.
watch the first one? Or are you
Yeah,
making us
I've
wait?
never watched the trailers for and the commercials because I always looked at TV Guide to
Yeah.
see when
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah.
show was coming on.
Mhm.
So, and then I would set the VCR to record because I was either working or at school or
Yeah.
doing a play or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
For a while, I was such a nerd. I was like cutting out the little TV guide descriptions and
Yeah.
like collecting them all. I was trying to get them all.
Like now you make sure you hit them all.
Right.
if we watch another one though, we're gonna get so many copyright strikes on this.
Okay.
We already watched a wrestling thing. We had some
I
songs from
figure we
Jenny's
already lost them
video.
so much.
We cursed a couple times, mostly
Okay.
Melissa.
We'll
Wait,
go back
what?
to I'll go back to posting them in the
What?
Facebook group.
We weren't cursing.
It might have been me. I can't remember.
Okay,
Melissa
well, can we
does
talk
swear
about
like
my
a sailor.
holiday sale?
It's fun.
Yeah.
What, Doctor?
Can we talk about my favorite holiday sale that's going on right now? That's 12 days of like whatever.
Yeah, 12 days of content.
Well, that's what we had.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was our initial thing. So anyway, Creation Entertainment, which does the Star Trek conventions, and they also do Vampire Diaries and Supernatural and a few other things. They're running 12 days of sales for like all of their IPs. And so I think today was day 4. And it's so much fun to see what the sale's gonna be. And then they add like a stupid little thing to like each. It'll be,
Stupid.
I mean, so silly and cute. It'll be like, but also kind of stupid, but in like the cutest and most endearing way. So it'll be like 4, I think today was like 4 Klingons like fighting or something. But it's also like the deals are like freaking amazing. One of them was like 50% off general admission for New Jersey for a supernatural convention. Like that's a massive deal. Or I think today was 75% off Tim Russ's autograph at STLV. Like these deals are
I'm
crazy.
so glad Tim's going to be. Do you know Tim Russ goes to STLV like every year? And I feel like it's not an STLV without Tim Russ playing his guitar in Vegas.
Agreed.
It just feels like he
Mhm.
needs to be there at all times.
So,
Otherwise, it's not a real convention.
so these get shared on all social media through Creation Entertainment, or you can do the newsletter on their website. And then they usually end up shared around like the convention groups. But it's so much fun every day. Like when it hits like noon, I'm like, ooh, there are specials. Can't wait. And I also like
Okay.
have all the IPs in my head, like having a fight, like, ooh, who is the best special of today? So fun.
Okay.
And then like
Fights.
along those lines, the other like big news is that the Battlestar Galactica convention for next year with like Ronald D. Moore and basically the whole cast got announced for New Jersey in September, and tickets are now on sale
That's awesome.
on the website, which that was like an amazing convention.
Yeah. Well, hopefully there'll be more Battlestar Galactica conventions coming around the corner.
Yeah, September, maybe.
That's a far corner, but
Mm-hmm.
worth it. All right, so speaking of far corners, let's talk about Melissa. What did we miss?
Huh?
You read something pretty juicy.
Well, because it keeps going fast, so I'm like, wait, wait,
Mhm.
I can't, huh? I William Wells, Ryan. I'm friend with Larry Nemechek. I met him twice at SoonerCon for Autograph Plus. I chatted with him on YouTube. I finally got to read
Oklahoma.
it.
Yeah, I love
was
when
missing
Larry
it.
talks about SoonerCon.
Mm.
Aw.
Remember that
Okay,
time?
Yeah.
and then one really fast last thing I sent you on Facebook Messenger. It's just so fun. The post is so funny about the Netflix form to fill out to request Lower Decks. Like whoever made it did such a great job.
Okay.
It's called Netflix and Phil. It's just so funny to me.
Here it is. It was Anne-Marie posted this in the Virtual TrekCon Facebook group, which has 970 members. That's the next big thing we got to hit. 1,000 members in the Virtual TrekCon Facebook group. Netflix and Phil requested TV shows removed. Is this what the heck? Looks like you're trying to save Lower Decks.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Well, it's basically showing you what the form looks like and what you should write in it, and then there's a link to it in the post, which is I did not know that Netflix has a real like form you can fill out to submit suggestions, which I thought was amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, but then after you do that, you guys
to do Prodigy and
Prodigy
Lower
Season 4.
Decks.
Yeah, that's what everybody was saying in the comments.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, if you're gonna do a third one, then do the main viewer too. I mean,
Also,
we don't mind funding.
Like pointed out on Twitter that if you like, you can do a whole other rewatch of Prodigy for 2024 just by watching like 2 episodes a day from now till New Year's.
Yeah.
I have it running on my other computer right now.
Okay, so let's talk about the week ahead, everybody, if you dare. Yesterday on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, we released our full review of Drumhead. Drumhead, the Next Generation episode, Drumhead. That's a heavy one, huh? Okay. And then fast forward to this coming Thursday. Oh dear. Oh my, this is it on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Grab your hankies, grab your snot rags. You're going to be reviewing the Lower Decks series finale. Get your Quaaludes. It's going to be a sad one. It's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a good time, hopefully. 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel this Thursday, the day that it drops. So watch the episode, watch the review, come cry with us. Isn't that a song? Come fly with me? Come cry with me.
Yes.
All right.
Fly with me.
I love that song.
Let's fly away.
It's on the Jimmy Darren. This one's from the Heart album. That's like the Deep Space Nine companion.
All right, everybody. In the live chat, name songs that have the word fly in it.
Me to the moon.
Pretty
Fly Me
fly
to
for
Moon.
a white guy.
That's the Weird Al version. Very good.
I just want to
Or
fly.
how about Jar of Flies? That's
Oh wait, I believe I
Alice
can
in Chains.
fly.
I Believe I Can Fly. Very good. Come Fly Away. Right?
Yeah.
No, it's
Lenny.
Come Sail Away. Yeah,
Come Sail
like
Away.
it's Come Sail Away, actually.
Yeah.
What's the Fly Away song? Well, whatever.
The
Anyway, they'll
Jordan
know in the
version.
live chat.
Lenny Kravitz,
All right.
something fly, something. Lenny,
Oh,
fly away.
yeah, I want to fly.
Oh.
Yeah.
I used to love
Yeah.
how funny it was because he would say, we'll fly so far, the Milky Way, or even Mars. I'm like,
Or not
feels
as far.
yeah. Yeah, he's like, we could go all the way out through the whole Milky Way, or maybe even go all the way to Mars. Well, I mean, I guess. They're like, that's kind of like saying, like, we could see the entire planet or Venice Beach.
I believe
Anyway.
I could fly.
Yes, I believe I can touch this guy.
In the golden showers. Isn't that guy? Didn't that guy sing that?
What?
Or maybe I'm thinking the wrong guy. Never mind. Sorry.
I don't know what happened just now.
Oops.
Fly.
One of them.
Okay.
Fly.
Okay.
And
I
then
have to go
on
sing at the show too
Sunday,
far.
Sunday at
we
9
got a
a.m.
bunch of them.
Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, we are releasing our first segment review of Star Trek The Next Generation episode, oh boy, Redemption. Season 4, episode 26, the finale of Season 4, Redemption, with very special guest. It's Gowron himself, Mr. Big Eyes. Robert O'Reilly joins us in studio virtually.
which is also like amazing on every level, but in addition, it's
All
a Tony
levels.
Todd episode also. So it's like going to be so amazing to hear his recollection of working with Tony Todd.
So that is this Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel. Oh, whoa, we just skipped Friday.
Yeah.
Rewind Friday, this coming Friday in 3 days at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on the Virtual TrekCon YouTube channel. Right here, we're going live with Star Trek and Chill. We're going to do the chillers. We're going to do, anybody in the live chat, let us know. Do you know what a chillum is? What is a chillum? What is a chillum? Chillum. We're going to do the Chiller Awards. We're going to award you, the fans, the supporters, the stars of the show, the people that make us go. You guys are great. We really appreciate you. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be live. We're all going to stumble up the stairs like those two ladies you saw in that video. It's going to be, especially Anne-Marie. It's going to be a lot of fun. And so definitely join us for that. What did we miss in the live chat before we go?
We got a bunch of fly songs.
Fly like an eagle. Very good.
Yeah.
Spanish fly. I'll fly. I'll fly away. I don't recognize that one.
Oh, I love that song, Matt Boardman. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly.
And Shaggy 40, remember the one that I was floating around that my brain failed to grab, which was Fly By Night by Rush. Thank you very much.
Oh, good knowledge.
Yeah.
Fly, Robin, Fly.
Ooh.
Don't know that one.
I like that.
Gonna Fly Now. Rocky.
Rocky.
I don't know some of these.
Yeah.
A chillum, by the way, a chillum is like it's like an Australian thing that they smoke reefer out of. Like, it's kind of just like a long
didgeridoo.
It's like a mini didgeridoo, actually. Yeah, that's what, just like a long straight thing. It doesn't have any bend to it. A chillum, and they usually just have like a rock in there that holds the stuff in place. Kind of cool for anybody that likes
Rocky
chillums.
Song. Gonna Fly Now from Rocky? Like the Gonna Fly Now. And it's like do 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 do. Like it starts, it's like running workout music.
Okay, yeah. I guess I never really listened to the lyrics, yeah. Oh, it's a rockin' song.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh,
why can't I get the melody?
I love that song.
That's a supreme song. Learn to Fly.
Yeah. Ooh, Learning to Fly.
Given to Fly by Pearl Jam. Given to Fly. That's a good one too.
Learning to Fly by Tom Petty.
Oh.
What was the Tom Petty song?
Learning to Fly.
I don't know that one.
Learning to fly.
But I ain't got wings.
Coming down.
I wonder if the sequel is Free Fallin'. That'd be funny.
Nice. Ooh, speaking of which, Kansas has a really good song about flying, about Icarus and Daedalus. It doesn't work out so well for Icarus, let me tell you.
Tim McCaffrey reminds us of Fly Like an Eagle. That one was mentioned by a few people. That's a great one. All right, let's get out of here, everybody. Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel, where can people follow you online, or where are you partying in person? Where can they get your earrings?
Oh, J. Crew Factory Outlet. I'm on Twitter at Anne-Marie Siegel 1.
What about yourself, Melissa Longo?
At Walking Art Made by Melissa.com. There is a sale going on. If you go to the website, it's up on the top part where you can get the code there. Also on social media at Melissa Longo, Malissa, and here on the YouTube.
Yeah.
Some Fat Lobsters on YouTube.
Yeah, that's it.
What about yourself, Jenny R. Johnson, the Heartbreak Kid Buddy?
Right. Well, you can find me through my website, jennyrjohnson.com. I've got a newsletter there, which I should probably write pretty soon. Because I send it out once a month, and hey, this month is just clicking away. Also, you can get to my shop there. You can buy prints. Yay, prints are great. However, it's after the 17th now, so or it is the 17th now. Wait, no, anyway, whatever. Right now, anything you order right now isn't going to ship till January, because I'm taking a break. Also, oh right, social media. You can find me at Jenny R. Johnson Art on Threads and Blue Sky and Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. That's all right.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The
Oh,
end.
Terry Rose again? What? You spoiling us.
Terry Rose.
Thanks.
Terry, thank you so much, Terry. We really appreciate you. Awesome.
Spoiling
Thanks,
us.
Terry Rose.
That's in spite of all the wrestling talk.
Yeah, that's probably because we
Right.
stopped. And everybody, you can find me on twitter.com if you dare, at RyanTG Husk. Once again, that's at RyanTG Husk, or just really primarily Virtual TrekCon, The Seventh Rule, or Falling Tower on your favorite social media, but really here on YouTube. That's the YouTube sound.
Yeah.
This is when I tell a joke.
Oh my gosh, it's been so long and we didn't hear it.
Oh, you didn't hear it?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bummer.
Your noise
Okay.
cancellation's too good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. We will see you next time. We'll play a little bit more of that video, but feel free to leave. Amory, you looked at me like you were like, I gotta go. I got to go party, so you feel free to go. But on our way out, everybody, we'll play a little bit more of that beautiful video that the Matt Boardman made with some of our
that
pals.
video.
Oh,
That video.
Yes.
Oh, sweet.
Ryan, you're so sneaky.
Really? What did you think I meant?
Something else.
Don't need to see teeth and nose.
No.
Waste of time and a complete bore.
Hey,
Just
what?
kidding. It's really the people.
Now it's a source of true joy as I get to communicate with other people both online and offline.
What do I like about the seventh rule? I'd have to say nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's a gigantic waste of time and a complete bore. Just kidding.
Oh,
It's really the people. It's having a place where we can go and talk about things we all love. It's the experience. Ryan's jokes, even though sometimes not all of them land.
hey.
Sirach's quiet wisdom, and Melissa's excitement. It's something I look forward to every week, which makes it absolutely worthwhile.
I feel so blessed to be part of the Seventh Row family. Joining the Free For Alls 2 years ago has been absolutely one of the best decisions I've ever made. I've met so many people who have now become family.
It's been wonderful, wonderful getting to participate and engage with this wonderful community, hearing insightful thoughts from our hosts, seeing wonderful guests being brought in and giving us, more insights in terms of how the various episodes of Next Generation and Deep Space Nine were brought to us, as well as many of the current shows. 2 thumbs up to the Seventh Rule podcast. Thank you for all you do.
I've also really enjoyed talking to my fellow fans and getting to know their experiences and what brings them here, what keeps them coming back, and sharing our lives together. I really think that that is the best part of this whole podcast, is the ability to interact with other like-minded individuals and just share our time and our fandom in a way that is so pleasant and uplifting and just a joy to come back to week after week.
I like, love, and enjoy the Seventh Rule because of the crew. Watching Sirach blossom into this fan of the franchise, it is great. Melissa has wonderful insight, and what was that? I like Ryan's puns. Well,
Yes.
I do.
We were all brought together by Star Trek, but I think we're coming away with basically a family. So I am honored to be considered part of the Seventh Rules chat pack and to be able to engage in that meaningful conversation and be able to speak with the actors, to be able to speak with the crew that helped create something that has changed most of our lives for the best.
Oh, sorry, that was a Glenn. Wait, I got to go back to Glenn Action. That's. I didn't mean to. That's horrible. There we go.
Very first virtual.
That has changed most of our lives for the best.
What I love about the Seventh Rule isn't just that they care about the subject matter, but that they genuinely care about the people watching. One of the best examples of that is when the Seventh Rule team created the very first virtual TrekCon during the pandemic, giving people who wouldn't normally be able to attend a convention the full con experience with amazing guests, fun and informative panels, and live interactive chat that made the people watching feel like they were part of a family. That family, of which my mother and I are both proud to be a part, came to be known as the Chatback, and it's an integral part of every Seventh Rule broadcast.
Wow. Oh shit, that one's. I can't end it. See what I mean? Like you can't. Every time you stop it, there's another great. Well, everybody, if you want to find out what meteorologist Katie Nicolau said, you'll have to go to that website, Indiegogo.com. I'll put the chat. Put the comments in the chat right now. There's the link in the chat comments.
To everyone who participated in that, in putting that together. It was so beautiful. And I did cry, and Mochi laughed at me. And
have you ever seen a cat laugh? It's hilarious.
It was beautiful.
That's it for us, everybody. And when you want to talk about wrestling, hey, put it on the main viewer or Star Trek or whatever.